Paola, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
All right, Paola, why did you do that? Also, am I pronouncing your
I
name
just
right?
felt, yeah, you are. Most
Great.
American people do it like that.
Okay, awesome. Take it away.
Um, I kind of feel like he's a better president just because of his certain morals. I won't say all morals because not everyone is perfect. Everyone has their bad factors. Even Kamala, like for example, a lot of immigrants came in when the border was open during Biden and Kamala's turn, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And me being a Hispanic, living in the Hispanic community, I could see that at one point it's good because yeah, opportunities, but a lot of them came with bad intentions as well. And I've seen it
Really?
in first person. Yes,
Really?
sir.
Really? So
Yes.
natural born US citizens are two times more likely to commit violent crimes than undocumented migrants.
So that means all Americans, correct?
Yeah, like
Since we are considered
natural born
Americans.
citizens, yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's true because most crimes for immigrants can't be reported since they can't even find them in the system, right? So who are they going to report to?
So when an undocumented migrant is accused and arrested for a crime, they're then documented.
No, I'm talking about a case. Let's say you're at a club, right? Normal.
Uh-huh.
A Hispanic undocumented person comes up, does something illegal. Let's say punches on a woman.
Yeah.
If he leaves that section, how are you going to find that man? He's not in the system. You don't know his plate. You could describe him.
That's also very true for US citizens. If a U.S. citizen like sexually abuses a woman in a club, then quickly gets away, how are you going to find the U.S. citizen?
With a description in the system, they could analyze other people, but with an immigrant that has never been
I
documented,
think you overestimate the abilities that our police forces have.
it could be. But with the technology nowadays, do you really think that's impossible with all the AI and all the like?
I don't think that local police forces have access to the ability to be able to attack with facial recognition. I don't think that. No.
Okay, it's a thought. You're valid. It's a thought.
JA, thank you so much for the $10 over on YouTube Super Chat. Used to be a gay Republican, but I'm glad to have found you, bro. WJA, let's go. WJA. All right, go ahead, Paolo.
What are your beliefs about men joining women's sports?
Okay, well, first of all, we cannot talk about trans individuals in the life. You'll get banned, I'll get banned. We just can't do it. But hopefully, 10 people in the NCAA was not the biggest reason you voted for Trump. I do want to ask you a question though, because you told me that you voted for Trump because of his morals. How moral is a rapist?
Um, do we have evidence that it hasn't happened on the other end as well? Like,
Wait, you're asking for whoa. So you're saying you're asking for evidence that something hasn't happened?
no, I'm asking for evidence that Kamala hasn't done
Kamala.
anything in any kind of way that's illegal.
Okay,
Accent, I'm sorry.
so so let's use your logic because you're now saying that you have to be able to prove a negative claim. Like in order for me to not just believe that Donald Trump is a rapist because it was proven in court, but to use that as a reason to vote for another candidate over him, I'd also have to have evidence that the other candidate didn't rape an individual.
No, that's not
So
what I'm saying. I'm saying is
you are
that,
asking me to
okay,
give you evidence that Kamala Harris isn't a rapist, yeah?
I'm asking to give me evidence that Kamala Harris is
Kamala.
actually like mentioned all the time that she is the perfect woman candidate. When most of the time when she communicated, she would always start off with, "I'm a middle class. I understand my people," but I'm not sure she ever lived through food stamps or ever lived in a one parent household that she actually felt a true struggle, not just, "Oh, I'm late on the bill. Okay,
Okay,
2 days
so if
later."
well, I have a question. Which candidate was closer in proxy to like low income Americans that
One
experience
second, give me one second.
that experience a reliance on food stamps? Kamala Harris or the child of a billionaire?
The one that's actually able to run a business and see where money runs and comes into, I think that would be a better candidate than.
So I just want to clarify. You think that Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk are closer in proxy to low income Americans than Kamala Harris or me?
I think Kamala has nothing to do with low income because what
Answer
she
my
has.
question. Answer my question. Seriously. Who's closer in proxy to low income Americans? Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos, or Kamala Harris?
Okay, so why is there four examples for the other one and one example for Kamala? Add other examples that are similar to Kamala so we can make a valid, you know, equal argument because you're listing four rich people and one person
Just choose
in
any
middle
of them.
class.
Just choose any. The name doesn't matter insofar as the representation of the point. Because I asked you who you thought was closer in proxy to low-income Americans, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, the son of a billionaire, and then you said, well, you think that the businessman Trump is closer in proxy to low-income Americans. Well, I mean, we have other very successful businessmen like Jeff Bezos.
And I'm
So is Jeff
perfectly
Bezos
fine,
closer in
actually.
proxy to low-income Americans than Kamala Harris?
I'm sorry, I'm muted. I got a call. Repeat yourself.
Is Jeff Bezos closer in proxy to low-income Americans than
I don't know
Kamala
who Jeff
Harris,
Bezos
the
is.
founder of Amazon?
Yeah, I don't think he would know anything because all he does is sell products.
Right. All he is like a very rich old guy, right? But
He
so is
made
Trump,
one
and that's kind of my
company. Yeah,
point. Trump is literally a
he's been
billionaire.
president before, so I feel like he has some political,
Wait,
understanding. No.
okay. So during his first presidency, what did he do for low-income Americans?
So when everyone was going through COVID and couldn't pay their bills, a
Yeah.
lot of people complained that we got a check. But if we wouldn't have got a check, what would have been our outcome then? That we were broke and couldn't pay our bills. So
So
my question is like, how is it good? How is it bad we got money? But if we wouldn't have got money, that would also have been bad for us, no?
so I want to clarify. The only thing that you could name that Donald Trump did good for low-income Americans was stimulus checks?
Um, to be completely honest, in that term, at that time, I was in, I think, high school still. And what happened during that term, since I didn't see everything during that time, I actually did support. Who was it at that time? Was it Biden?
Okay. So who's better for low and middle class Americans, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump.
So, how was Donald Trump better for low and middle class Americans when his tax policy and his economic policy as a whole, factoring tariffs into account, hurt anybody that's making under $395,000 per year? Meanwhile, Kamala Harris's tax policy only benefited 100 million American workers in the low and the middle class.
Was it during her term or was it Biden's term? Because
This was a
y'all give,
policy that she ran on for her term, given that she won the presidency.
but she didn't win.
I know, but that doesn't change the policy that she ran on and how it would compare to Trump's.
Okay, so you're telling me your point of view is a promise she made, not something she actually established?
Yes, because when you run for the presidency, all that you have is promises because you're not president yet.
Okay, but
I
take
mean,
it
like for instance,
serious.
wait. I have a question. What's your argument that that Donald Trump is better for low and middle class Americans compared to Kamala Harris? Is it off of promises he's made or things he's already done?
Well, in executive order, like
Yeah, please convince me that he's already done things that demonstrates he's better for low and middle class Americans compared to Kamala Harris. I would love to hear it. By the way, I can't hear you when you're on pause.
I don't know why my phone keeps pausing. It's heating up right now.
So, why do you think that Donald Trump is better for low and middle class Americans compared to Harris?
Just because he was establishing freedom of speech again, I feel like that would have helped a lot of low income because a lot of us face harassment from the police force.
Whoa. What has Donald Trump done to reduce the harassment faced by low income Americans at the hands of the police? What has he done to reduce that? Maybe, like, I don't know, pardoning the violent January 6 offenders that beat cops up and discrediting our like criminal justice system, maybe scared cops so they're just less likely to harass people as a whole. Is that what he did?
That is one thing he did, yeah, that I've been aware of.
Continue. Okay, there's one thing.
So why do you believe Kamala was the best candidate then?
But no. I want you to continue. What are the other things that he did apart from being like pro police brutality that reduce the police's harassment of low income Americans? No, please tell me. Yeah, guys, let's go. MAGA is pro police brutality to reduce harassment of low income Americans.
I didn't see Kamala do anything for it either, though. Like, a lot of things were happening in her. Because to be honest, Biden for a term, what like for a point, he wasn't actually making any plans because everyone saw his condition, right? So towards the end of the four-year term, Kamala took
Kamala.
charge, right? I'm
So
sorry if I have an accent. I can't Kamala, come. I
wait,
can't.
wait. Okay, if it's genuinely accent, all is good. Say comma
Kama,
la.
la,
You got
Kamala.
perfect.
I don't want to say it like a
All right, you
robot.
just want to say Harris?
Yeah, Harris is way better. Yeah.
Perfect. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh yeah, you were asking me why I think that Harris was a better presidential candidate compared to Trump.
No, you had stopped me to ask me another question while I was answering that one. I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah,
Remember you
the main question that I'd like you to answer is why you thought that Donald Trump was better for the average everyday American or low-income Americans compared to Harris.
Well, to be honest, mine was more from a religious point of view, just because I felt during this term there was a lot of things going on that was attacking the Christian community, like taking out the Bible, but they put other like implementing other things into the school, which is like everything is equal. Why are certain beliefs, which you said I can't say because you might get canceled or whatever, but beliefs about the Bible can't be free.
Beliefs about the Bible can be free, and they are free under freedom of religion. What are you talking about?
Religion you practice at your own home, but are you telling me that, for example, me as a Christian, if I wear a Christian shirt and walk into a certain area, I'm gonna get harassed, and I'm not even lying. I'm gonna get harassed just because, oh, that's fake. Oh, correct. And it's by a certain community every time.
What does this have to do with the Biden-Harris administration at all? In the same way, you have the freedom to express your religion by wearing a T-shirt. Others have the freedom to tell you that they disagree with your religion. Isn't that just like another pillar of freedom of speech and freedom of expression? If you have the freedom to express pro-Christian sentiment,
no, freedom
don't
of speech
others
is not
have
freedom
a...
to harass a person. Because if I'm walking down the street, some random person comes and starts telling me I'm wrong and telling me that's stupid in my face, that's not harassment, right? That's just
Wait, I have a question. Do you think that Christians are oppressed in America?
I do at this point, yeah.
So then why hasn't the 77% Christian Congress or all of the presidents that have ever, served this country, which have all been Christian, done anything about it?
Because one thing is saying you're Christian and one thing is following the Bible and acting on it. Because a lot of people state that and they give bad fame to Christians because, oh, Christians are judging, Christians are this. There are bad people in every kind of community, so not all Christians are bad. And
Do you think that Donald Trump is one of those people that just says he's Christian but isn't actually? Or do you think he's a true Christian?
From certain things he says, it could seem he's Christian, but only, and everyone's gonna hate this comment, but the only one that would really know if he's a Christian is God, because I can't see his heart, I don't understand his heart, I don't know what happens behind closed doors.
He told us what happens behind closed doors. In a C-SPAN interview in 2018, he said he's never had to ask God for forgiveness in a day in his life for anything, ever.
Okay, so you're telling me from 2018 to 2025, there could have been a change in his heart that he became Christian? Like, people can't change their religion?
I think that change is possible, but it definitely didn't happen.
I don't like to judge if someone is a Christian or not. Like, I just
because, bro, I mean, like, he wants to ethnically cleanse Jesus's birthplace and then build 50-foot golden statues of himself. That's very much so not Christian.
Well, that could be signs of the Antichrist too, which shows the end of the world coming soon.
Yes, dude, you literally just agreed that it's possible that, like, Donald Trump is the Antichrist. You just said that there's signs that Donald Trump is the Antichrist.
No, I didn't say there's signs that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. There is signs biblically that the Antichrist will be revealed soon, but we're waiting for his arrival. And when he arrives, the Jews are going to think he's the Messiah because they're still waiting on the Messiah. Correct?
I'm actually not too familiar with the Book of Revelation.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Bro, what is going on? All that I'm yielding from this conversation is that you think it's possible that he's the Antichrist. I mean, do you think that a true Christian would want to like ethnically cleanse 2.1 million people from Jesus' birthplace and build golden statues of themselves there?
Well, Christians really haven't had any say on what happens on that side of the world since...
I'm just asking you if a true Christian would do what I just described.
A true Christian might rebuild the temple because they would want to make an actual temple for more people to try to convert.
What, a temple of the way? But it's a temple of Donald Trump. It's a statue of Donald Trump. More people to convert to like Trumpianity?
Okay, so in Exodus, the people made a statue of a bull claiming to be Christian as well, right? And God spiked them. So at the end of the day, if that is a plan, which hasn't even happened yet, then God would handle that.
Well, okay, so you're literally saying that it's possible that if Donald Trump does this, that God's gonna fucking smite him. So
in
would God ever smite a true Christian?
that if you would make a statue, that would not be a true Christian because that's idolizing, and idolizing is a sin.
Perfect. So then Donald Trump's not a true Christian because that's what he wants
Has
to
he
do.
done that act?
No, but
You
he wants
can't.
to do it. Wait, why
I wanna
isn't the
smoke-
virtue
listen,
isn't the virtue of wanting to do it enough?
No, because our belief is that you gotta die to yourself. So if he, like, for example, if I want to smoke weed, I tell myself no. I deny myself.
Caught us stray, bruh. I'm so sorry. We got to move on for that one. Everyone just give us a minute. Yeah, guys, keep in mind that Donald Trump's a true Christian right now, but when he builds that golden statue, he's literally going to fulfill a prophecy of the Antichrist in the book of Revelation. Fuck, man. Ah, dude.